1, 2, 3, ba da da da. I give her all my love, that's all I do. And if you saw my love, you'd love her too. And I love her. She gives me everything, and tenderly the kiss my lover brings, she brings to me, and I love her. A love like ours could never die, as long as I have you near me. Bright are the stars that shine, dark is the sky. I know this love of mine will never die, and I love her. Bright are the stars that shine, dark is the sky. I know this love of mine will never die, and I love her. And I Love Her by the Beatles, mainly Paul McCartney. Although just recently, Paul acknowledged that really that opening riff, by George, really made the song. So Paul's really been at pains to kind of give George that recognition for that opening riff, which is basically the signature riff to the entire song, which he played on acoustic guitar. More of which in a little bit. So this is a pretty complex song. In fact, John Lennon actually called it Paul's Yesterday Mark I, because in 1964 it was probably one of the best songs that Paul had written, certainly as ballads go. It's absolutely beautiful number, and with that little key change in the middle, it really lifts it even further. So first of all, what I'm going to do is show you the chords. Now, they are pretty tricky, so this might not be a song for beginners, but if you do learn how to play this version, you will be able to play along with the Beatles original version, because I'm doing it in the same key that the Beatles recorded it. So first of all, we're going to look at an F sharp minor. So to play an F sharp minor, use your first finger on the first fret, third string, second finger, second fret, fourth string, third finger, second fret, second string. The next chord we've got up is an E6. So what you're doing is you either use your first finger across the entire fourth fret, or you can use your first finger on the fourth string, second finger on the third finger on the second string, and your fourth finger on the first string. So it's entirely up to you which way you play it, as long as you get these four strings. Even if you want to use maybe the tip of your first finger and then maybe your second and third finger, whichever way you find easier is absolutely fine. Next up, we've got a C sharp minor. So it's a little bit like the E6, but what you're doing is you're adding your third finger to the sixth fret on the fourth string. So you've got your first finger across the fourth fret, third finger on the sixth fret, fourth string. So that's the C sharp minor. Next up, we've got an A major. So you use your first finger on the first fret, third string, second finger, second fret, fourth string. Then we've got a B major. So use your first finger on the second fret, first and second strings, pressing down on both strings. Then your second finger goes on the third fret, third string. Your third finger goes on the fourth fret, fourth string. Next up, we've got a B7, a little bit easier now because you don't have to bar your finger across both strings. So you've just got your first finger on the second fret, second string, second finger, third fret, third string, and third finger, fourth fret, fourth string, and that's a B7. Next up, we've got a G minor. So you play a G minor by using your first finger on the first fret, first string, second finger, second fret, third string, and your third finger on the third fret, second string. Then we've got a D minor. First finger goes on the first fret, second string, second finger, second fret, fourth string, third finger, second fret, third string. Okay, next up we've got a B flat, another bar chord, I'm afraid. So you're using your first finger on the first fret, first and second strings, second finger, second fret, third string, and third finger, third fret, fourth string. We've got a C major, the easiest chord in the song. That's using your third finger on the third fret, first string. We've also got an F6. Now, a lot of people will be saying, hang on a minute, that looks like an A minor. Well, it is, but it can be both on the ukulele. So what you're doing is basically playing it as an A minor. And it's your second finger goes on the second fret, fourth string. So that's also an F6. Then you've got a D major. So your first finger goes on the second fret, fourth string, second finger, second fret, third string, and your third finger goes on the second fret, second string. You've also got this chord here, which is basically a G sharp minor. So I'll just show you how to play that. Your first finger goes on the second fret, first string, second finger, third fret, third string, third finger, fourth fret, fourth string, and your fourth finger on the fourth fret, second string. So that is a G sharp minor. So as you can see, pretty tricky chords in this song. But as I say, if you're a more advanced ukulele player, this song's ideal for you. And indeed, if you want to improve your playing, this is a good one to kind of throw yourself in at the deep end. So we've also got some other riffs within this song, which I'm going to show you at the end. So if you've got 2 or 3 ukulele players, you might want a couple of you to play the different riffs that George Harrison's playing. But for now, we're going to have a look at the actual chords within the song. So the strumming that I use for this goes like this. So what I'm doing is a simple down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Now, if you do struggle with that and you just want to get used to playing the chords, then just make the strumming a bit simpler. So just simple downstrokes will be sufficient. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can either do the more complex rhythm, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, or the more simple downstrokes, down, 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 down. whichever you prefer is absolutely fine. Okay, so we're going to start off with a song with the introduction on the F sharp minor. So it goes, if you imagine the riff going da da da, and then start strumming down, da da da. Now to the E6, down, da da da. Back to the F sharp minor. I give now to C sharp minor, all my love. Then back to F sharp minor, that's all I. Back to C sharp minor, do. And then to F sharp minor, and if you C sharp minor, saw my love. And then you go to the A, you'd love her. Then to B, two, and I love back to the E6. Now we go back to the F sharp minor for the second verse. She gives me, back to C sharp minor, everything, F sharp minor, and tender, C sharp minor, lean, F sharp minor, the kiss my, C sharp minor, lover brings, then to A, she brings to, then B, me, and I love, back to the E6 again. Now we're into the middle 8 section, so we're on the C sharp minor this time. A love like, now to B, ours, then to C sharp minor, could never, now to G sharp minor, die, now to C sharp minor, C sharp minor, C sharp minor, C sharp minor, as long as G sharp minor, I have you, and then to B, near me, now to B7, and then back into the next verse, so we go back to the F sharp minor. Bright are the C sharp minor, stars that shine, F sharp minor, dark is the, then back to the C sharp minor, sky, F sharp minor, I know this, C sharp minor, love of mine, now to A, will never, now to B, die, and I love, back to the E6. Now, here we have this fantastic key change. So we're going up half a step to G minor this time. So it gets a little bit easier actually now we've modulated to the G minor, because the chords aren't quite as simple, quite as difficult. We've got less bar chords now. So here we go with the G minor. D minor, G minor, D minor, G minor, D minor, B flat, C, then to F6, which is also an A minor, back to G minor, bright are the D minor, stars that shine, G minor, dark is the D minor, sky, G minor, I know this, D minor, love of mine, now to B flat, will never, now to C, die, and I love, F6, now to G minor, F6, G minor, now finish on a D major. So that's the song. That's obviously with all the chords. So if you just want to stick to playing the song on its own, that's absolutely fine. However, you will know that for those of you that are familiar with the song, there's a few little arpeggios that George Harrison threw in on the acoustic guitar, which really make it sound beautiful. The original version of the song, I think you can find on Anthology 1, I think it is, and they do like electric guitar version, and it just doesn't sound right at all. You need that acoustic guitar, that Spanish guitar, to give it that beautiful kind of romance. So first of all, we're gonna have a look at the opening riff. So obviously, so what we're doing is we're going to start off on the 7th fret on the A string. So here we go, 7th fret, A string. There you go. and then we go the 7th fret on the 1st string, and then the 6th fret on the 1st string, and then the 4th fret on the 1st string. So what you've got is this. And then you repeat it. Should I give her all my love? So basically, if you've got two ukulele players, one can do the chords, and the other one can do the little riff. So I'll just show that again close up, because I know sometimes it's a bit difficult to see what I'm doing. So we start on the 7th fret. I'm using my 2nd and 3rd fingers. So 2nd finger on the 7th fret 2nd string, then 3rd finger on the 7th fret 1st string, and then what I tend to use is my 1st finger on the 6th fret 1st string, and then slide it down to the 4th fret 1st string. So you've got this. So that's the little opening riff. So the next bit, look, watch this now. So you'll be familiar, or some of you will be familiar with George Harrison's arpeggio. This kind of thing. So I'll show you how to play this. So this comes in on the 2nd verse. It goes, she gives me everything, and tenderly the kiss my lover brings, she brings to me, and I love her. Okay, so what we do here, we've got basically it's an F sharp minor, but instead of playing the chord there, you kind of playing the chord on the 4th, 5th and 6th fret. So 1st finger goes on the 4th fret 1st string, 2nd finger goes on the 5th fret 2nd string, and your 3rd finger goes on the 6th fret 3rd string. What we're doing is playing what's called an arpeggio. So you're going up the strings and down the strings. So I use my thumb to pluck the 3rd string, my 1st finger to pluck the 2nd string, a 3rd finger to pluck the 1st string, and then I go back down again, pluck the 2nd string with my 1st finger, and then my thumb on the 3rd finger. So it goes. So that's the first bit. Now what we're going to do is place our 1st finger on the 4th fret, 3rd, 2nd and 1st string. So you play, if you do find that difficult, as I say, to use just bar the strings, then use your 1st, 2nd and 3rd fingers like this. So again, you're doing the arpeggio here. So it's on C sharp minor. This is not like the C sharp minor chord. And then you go back to the F sharp minor and tender, and then back to the C sharp minor, then back to the C sharp minor, the F sharp minor, sorry, the kiss my, and then back to the C sharp minor, lover brings. Now we're going to go to a G sharp. So you're going to play the arpeggio there. So thumb, 1st, 2nd, 1st, thumb, 1st, 2nd, 1st string, 1st finger, sorry. Then we're going to slide up onto the 6th and 7th fret. So there you go. And then we go back to the C sharp minor. So I'll just play that in its entirety. So we've got this little F sharp minor chord here. So again, first finger, 4th fret, 1st string, second finger, 5th fret, 2nd string, third finger, 6th fret, 3rd string. And then you go to the C sharp minor, then back to the F sharp minor, and back to the C sharp minor, back to the F sharp minor, C sharp minor, G sharp, then to B flat, and then back to your C sharp minor. Okay, so again, you got two ukulele players. One can do the chords and one can do the little arpeggio. So it should sound like this. Sorry, I got the name of the chord wrong here. Actually, it's an A. It's a A major chord. This. I know it looks like a G, but if you slide that 2 frets above, you've got an A chord. So it's not G sharp. Sorry, my mistake. So I'll just sing the verse with the arpeggio this time. She gives me everything, and tenderly the kiss my lover brings, she brings to me, and I love her. Okay, so the next bit we're going to have a look at is the little solo bit, that George plays. Do, 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 do. So this is when the we've gone into the key change. This do, 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 do. So we're going to start off on the 3rd string on the 7th fret. So I'm using my 2nd finger here. So there we go. So we're going 7th fret on the 3rd string, then 5th fret on the 2nd string, 6th fret on the 2nd string, then 7th fret on the 1st string. So I'll just do that again. So that's the 7th fret on the 1st string, and then we go from the 5th to the 8th fret. Sorry. So here we go. I'll just do that again. I'll keep going over it. So 7th fret, 1st string, then 5th fret, 2nd string, 6th fret, 2nd string, then 7th fret, 1st string, 5th fret to 8th fret on the 1st string. Then the next bit goes like this. 6th fret on the 7th fret on the 3rd string, then 5th fret on the 2nd string, 6th fret on the 2nd string, and then we're on the 7th fret and slide down to the 5th fret. Then we go back to the 7th fret on the C string, 5th fret, E string, 6th fret, E string, and then 7th fret on the 1st string, 5th fret on the 1st string, slide up to the 8th fret, and then 8th fret on the 1st string to the 5th fret, 8, 5, and then we're on to the 2nd string, 6, 5, 6 to the 5th fret on the 2nd string, and then slide from the 5th fret to the 3rd fret, sorry, and then 2 plucks on the open 3rd string, then 2nd fret, sorry, on the 3rd string, and then open top string, and then you go down, 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 down. So you're playing the 3rd fret 1st string, open 1st string, then 3rd fret 2nd string, then 1st fret 2nd string, and then slide up from the 1st to the 3rd fret. So these slides, you kind of, they take a little bit of doing, to be honest. So I'll just do that from the top. So here we go. This is what it should sound like. Sorry. So that's what it should sound like. I'll just do it once more, just so you can see what I'm doing. So here we go. Sorry, I'll start again. Finger picking's never been my strong point, so I'm more of a strummer than a picker. So here we go. So there you go. That's what it should sound like. Now, okay, so don't forget we've had that little key change. So before we were doing this. So what we're doing is basically the same kind of finger picking as the same riff, that arpeggio riff that George played, but we're going to put it up 1/2 step. So this time we're going to go. So we're going to be playing a G minor, but we're going to be using our 1st finger on the 5th fret 1st string, 2nd finger on the 6th fret 2nd string, 3rd finger on the 7th fret 3rd string. So here's the little arpeggio riff again. And then we're going to put our 1st finger on the 5th fret, 3rd, 2nd and 1st strings. Then back, here we go, to the G minor chord. And then back, here we go. Then back to the G minor chord. And then back, here we go. And then now we go to the B flat chord, which is like a G, but because we slid it up to the 5th fret, it's a B flat. So, and then slide it up 2 frets. So you've essentially, you've got what's basically a C chord, and we go, and then back to this kind of F6 chord. So I'll just play that again with the words this time. Bright are the stars that shine, dark is the sky. I know this love of mine will never die, and I love her. And also I'll show you that little riff. Now we can play it lower down because we've kind of gone up half a step, so we can... So you can play the opening riff, but lower down the fretboard. So what you do is you pluck the C string, 3rd string, then 1st fret, 2nd string, then open 2nd string, and then 2nd fret, 3rd string. So there you go. So that's the kind of reprise of the opening riff. But remember, when we played it earlier on, we were half a step down. So you've got to kind of play it further up the fretboard. But later on, once the key's shifted, so it's a little bit easier, you can play it further down the neck. Well, a little bit of a tricky one that, but we got through it, I think. So, if you're feeling lucky, punk, let's give it a go together. Okay then. So don't forget, if you've got 2 ukulele players, one of you can do the little riffs, one of you can play the chords. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, oops, I'll do that again. Sorry. Get ready for the key change. Do 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 bright are the stars that shine, dark is the sky. I know this love of mine will never die, and I love her. So there you go. Quite simple, isn't it, really? Not, he says. Yeah, so like I say, a bit tricky one. It's in the original key, therefore you've got lots of tricky chords there. But, as I say, certainly worth learning, because it is one of Paul McCartney's most beautiful ballads. And as John Lennon said, he always regarded it as McCartney's first Yesterday. So, let me know how you get on, and like I say, if you do struggle with it, you know, just persevere with it. I am posting the chords and lyrics with all the tablature in there, just in case you find it a little bit tricky to ascertain what I'm trying to show you, because sometimes you might be looking and thinking, I just can't get what he's doing. So hopefully with the tabs, you should find it a little bit easier. Anyway, thanks for joining me, and don't forget, if you've enjoyed this video, give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe. Take care for now. Bye-bye.